Well, how y'all boys and girls doing tonight? Well, this is Chris with Reptiles and Oddities, just here hanging out, looking at this new enclosure that I made. Oh yeah, y'all want to know where I'm at? Well, that kind of gives you an idea of what lake I live by right there. You might find some gators right in there. Well, actually, hang on, let me talk in my normal voice. Well, how's everybody doing? Y'all having a good evening? I think I am. Well, this is a tank that I'm going to talk about today. Of course, I'm going to talk about it because y'all are looking at it. So let me kind of go back and I'll tell y'all a little bit about this enclosure as long as this little lizard that is going to make this home stays in my hand. So, many moons ago, I decided to do a foam background because originally we were thinking about putting a gargoyle gecko in here. So I took that big ass piece of wood and I siliconed it down to the backing, sprayed spray foam in there, which the wood is held on there with silicone. Then I put 2 cans of spray foam on there, cut it down to the shape I wanted it after the foam was dried, poured silicone on it, smeared that all around. Then got some dried coconut fiber and I just sprinkled it all over there on it and let it dry. We got a foam backing on there. Now, the reason why it's set kind of abandoned for a while because that top got loose. When that top got loose, that door fell and shattered. So, yeah. Well, when I was at the narbc show back in Dallas back in April, I picked up a little gecko, and no, it's not a gargoyle gecko. Well, got the little gecko, and I put it in quarantine. And while I was in quarantine, started working on this, which actually is only about a week to do this. So first off, went to the glass doctor. Glass doctor is a local company that is close to me, and they've been cutting glass for me for quite a while now. So they cut me this piece of glass, cut back, and I siliconed it on, and then I siliconed the top down, and then boom, we got a tank. So now let me start from the bottom and work my way up. So the bottom, which I do need to add an extra bag of biodome bedding. It's really good substrate for growing plants and bioactive setups. This is not bioactive. This is naturalistic. I don't have isopods in here yet or anything like that. So, yeah. But that's the bedding. And then for plants, the big hunker that we got right there is, I'm probably going to butcher this name, but I'm going to try my damnedest because I'm from the South and we don't talk that well. It's a Durcana Stewardina cane bush or tree, whatever. Okay, picked up at Home Depot, and boom. Okay, and then those, I got 2 of them. Those are called Hypothis pink polka dot plants. Okay, and for those are the only ones that I've got standing up now. For what is going to be grown in here, I got 2 little lilies right there. Then I also got some ferns planted in here that will sprout out. And what I'm using to make this stuff glow, or grow, not glow, is just your standard light bulb, not the little one, the bigger one. You get a Walmart that is for growing plants. It's not a pink bulb, it's a normal light bulb, but it's for growing plants. And yes, I've had success with it. Now later on, once I do want to buy the Jungle Dawn LED setup from Arcadia. And then I also got to run a sprinkler kit in here, which I'm just using a spray bottle. So all these plants and everything, I wanted to do this like something from Southeast Asia, stuff you'd find. So if Google's telling me right, all these plants that are in here are stuff you'd find in Southeast Asia, and this little lizard will be normal seeing the ones that are in the wild, okay? But this one's not from the wild. So now let me show you what is going in here. Well, what's been living in here. La da 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 da! It's a crocodile. No, it's a tokay gecko. So this little tokay is a captive-born tokay. I cannot remember what booth I got it from, so I'm so sorry, so very sorry. My ADHD mind, I forget stuff real easy. If I don't write it down, I'm going to forget it. But this right here is a little tokay gecko, and it's captive-born. Now, the reason why I think it's captive-born, definitely, and they weren't lying to me, it's because this thing is not the spawn of Satan like they used to be. A wild one would do everything it can to get away from you, but this one's pretty calm. Now, when you get out of the cage, at first it is cage defensive, but other than that, nah, you see it right here just chilling. I'm not restraining it at all. But what's really cool, you know what those eyes remind me of? Those eyes remind me of crocodiles. That's so cool. That green looking eye. That's just so cool. Now, these are nocturnal. Their scientific name is gekko. And they do have a voice box, and it's pretty neat. Okay, the interior of their mouth is black, and they do have a good little bite for us. And in the wild, they're eating everything from bugs to other geckos and whatever else they can fit down there in their mouth. So this is a more larger species of gecko, growing about 12 to 14 inches. So yeah, really neat looking gecko, and you can't get over that. This thing just looks like a Pokemon. Look like something that should not even exist, but this is a natural coloring right here. This is no morph. It's just so cool. With the blues, the orange, and the darker blues, the grays. So cool. And yeah, they got webbing on their feet to climb up glass and everything like that. They're so cool. So how about we put this little guy in there in the enclosure. And yeah, this thing's been eating, which I need to feed him tonight. I fed him just the other day. So he's been taking off the tongs and everything like that. So pretty cool. Also, I'll throw some extra in there too for him to hunt throughout the night. And it's cool watching this little guy hunt. It's so neat watching him attack the crickets that walk around. So all right, let's see if we can put him in here. You want to go, buddy? Oh, look at that. Hear it? Oh, you gotta love that sound. That sound is so cool. Okay, guys. Well, give it a few days, a few weeks. This stuff will start growing like wildfire and all that, especially when I got the jungle dawn lighting in here. And this little gecko is going to be able to hide wherever he wants, so it's going to be awesome. So I still got more stuff to do to this, as y'all know, and anything else I can think of to help improve this reptile and any other reptile I got, you sure know it's going to happen. So hey, if y'all aren't subscribed to the channel yet, y'all need to subscribe, because what I got in the works, man, I'm going to be up there just with any other big name YouTubers, okay? I think outside the box and everything that my ways are not traditional. So I'm going to try to theme every enclosure that I build to what species of that animal, its native range. So I'm doing my research and everything, and I'm trying to get plants, I'm trying to get rocks, I'm trying to get dirt and everything to be closely to what that animal, its wild counterpart, would find out there. So, I just saw movement. There's the gecko right there. So cool. That's the coolest damn thing that you ever did see right there. Oh my God, look, the reptiles are just so freaking awesome. That is so cool right there. This thing is just freaking awesome. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you subscribe, and hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hope y'all enjoyed other videos, and hopefully I keep this bandwagon rolling. Later. Who knows what I'm going to do next week. Bye-bye.